The future of a two-party system for Singapore and a word of caution in using the hard-earned reserves to deal with balancing the budget. Just some of the issues former Prime Minister Lee Kuan Yew discussed at a dialogue to celebrate the 7th anniversary of the Lee Kuan Yew School of Public Policy.
For Mr. Lee Kuan Yew, it's his first dialogue in his new position as Distinguished Fellow of the School of Public Policy, named after him. Giving his take on the state of the global economy, Mr. Lee emphasized the importance of having a balanced budget.
I hope the Prime Minister and his cabinet will make sure that Singapore veers on the side of prudence and balance its budget and not raid its reserves, which has been protected by a separately elected president, because otherwise you have the opposition saying, if you vote for me, I'll give you all these things. Where does the money come from? Not from taxes, but from our reserves.
With Singapore just having gone through 2 elections, it was also opportune to tap Mr. Lee's views on the future of Singapore politics.
A generation that grows up in a period of affluence believes that we have arrived. And as the saying goes, a first world parliament must have a first world opposition. So the restlessness, whether that leads to better governance, I'm not able to say. I think we'll wait and see how constructive the opposition can be, or will be.
Mr. Lee doubts Singapore can produce 2 top-class teams to govern the country, but he thinks the opposition can play a competitive role in Parliament. He also disputed the participants' claims that his appearances during the general election impacted the Prime Minister's overall performance at the polls.
I did not appear so often anyway. I stood down. And I don't know who gave you the impression that I appeared frequently.
Thank you.
I've stood down, that means I'm off the press as the focus of attention and off the electronic media.
At the end of the dialogue, Mr. Lee also unveiled the French version of his memoirs.